Kerala Story was adult and banned in few places. I didn't know it's getting a theatrical release also. And what we got was so much. Numbers and box office and all is something I had always decided that I won't get into it because it affects performance. And for me, that like Gaddari kaam ke saath na, I don't feel right. Somebody's beating a dog on the road, I don't stand with the person. Hi, this is Ada Sharma and you're watching me on Movie Talkies. I think just wait to watch the film and everyone's allowed their opinion because हम लोग we should respect I think everyone's opinion. अगर आपको इतने सारे लोग जो है तारीफ़ कर रहे हैं तो if somebody doesn't like it also their opinion should also be respected. They are allowed and entitled to it. I don't know, I think the lines are blurred because जब भी हम लोग केरला स्टोरी बना रहे थे, it was a small film. My director told me it's only for some few festivals. I don't know if we'll have a release. And now it's done 303 crores plus and it's the highest female-centric film of all time and even on OTT it released and broke records. पर जब बना रहे थे, it was a small film. When I told some people what I'm doing, they said, who's in the film? And then they said, अच्छा, some art film. Then it did well, then people said it's now a big commercial film. Then, so I think वो definition change होता जाता है to what the film's fate is. So every film is different, and it starts off as something else, it can become something else also later. No, firstly, this is not a female-centric film. I think Kerala Story was because it was so intimate and it's this girl telling you her story. Bastar is a human film. It's not female-centric. You will see there are 8 stories, if I'm not mistaken, 8 running simultaneously parallel to each other in the film. Everyone has a very strong role. Everyone has a very strong part. Yes, because I did Kerala Story, now I'm all over and everyone's talking about me. But when you watch the film, you'll see that everyone like Vijay Krishna, who was there in Kerala Story, who played Ishaq's role, who took me to Afghanistan, he's playing the main villain here. I thought it's so cool of Vipul sir and Sudipto sir to cast a new boy. I mean, he's relatively new. They could have got anyone to play that role. When you watch it, I think he's also a person who's driving this film, and the film is not the film without his part. He's done his part so well, and if you see his look from what he looks in real life to this, you will be shocked to see how he's changed. Every actor in our film is actually superb. I can't take the credit of this and say it's female-centric. Maybe if it's changed it for the good, it's good, but I think film and records and box office and those things should not touch an actor, good or bad. You should not take it as, now I'm so important. Neither you should, I think both ways, because then it starts affecting your performance. Also, numbers will come and numbers will go. A film, the most important thing is how many hearts you are able to touch. And with Kerala Story, I know that like when I meet people and the way they speak about it, I know it's touched their lives. They've shown it to more people. It's spread with word of mouth. We didn't have hoardings and posters then since, we were banned in so many places. People were carrying their own hoardings and standing on stations, carrying it on their bicycles and, bikes and sticking it on cars and, those things. I think that is something that it's 8 months, people are still doing nail paint of the Kerala Story ka poster, Rangoli of Shalini Unnikrishnan. So those things I think are things that you should really look at instead of, a number and a figure is just making it look so small, this entire huge phenomenon that it began. But I think, if trusting women in films is, if it's changed that way you meant, then I hope that's for the good, and yes. It's very hard hitting. We got, I think, 13 cuts from the censor and it's an adult film. It's up to the audience now to see. This situation we are talking about is a brutal, hard-hitting situation where 76 Jawans were butchered. A woman, the poor woman in our film, played by Indira, she's this poor woman whose husband is in front of her eyes chopped into pieces and she has to paint the walls with his blood. Now, there's no other way to say this cinematically. There might be other ways, but our director chose to do it in the direct, honest, hard-hitting way. And I think our audience has seen violence. This is a true violence about something that's happened in your country. So I feel people will connect to it. Even Kerala Story, but was an adult film. Kerala Story was adult and banned in few places, and it's still, a lot of people did manage. I can't speak about the censor because I'm sure they know their job. Like if I'm an actor and I've done my performance, I guess they know what's best, so we should leave that to them only. Oh, that felt unreal. I don't know. I can't even explain it in words. I think that feeling is, I can't even put it into words. It would be so unfair and ungrateful for me to expect that each film of mine only does this, and I do a film with the thing that only I get, love and hugs from people. because I didn't do Kerala Story with that feeling. Like I said, for me, when I made the film, when I was part of it, I gave my all. But I thought it's a small festival film to be released in certain festivals. I didn't know it's getting a theatrical release also. And what we got was so much. So now I just feel demanding or expecting anything is just so wrong. I think whatever is the best and whatever is meant for me, I will get it. However, they have been showing the film, like a few bits of it. Whoever has seen it has come back to me with more response actually than I got from the Kerala Story, because again this role is very different. I look different, I speak differently, and it's that sense of patriotism for your country. You feel very connected. So the feedback I've been getting already is really massive. So I'm waiting for people now to watch the film. I was excited in every way. For an actor, I think it's very exciting. I had to put on weight. I put on 10 kilos. I ate bananas and the flaxseed laddus well through the shoot, so that I looked a little heavier. And but we wanted to make me look really fit also, but like strong, powerful, fit. It's nice sometimes to get out of your body and get into somebody else's body and do a film. That's the dream for every actor. And yeah, saying those powerful dialogues, you know, to a minister, looking him in the eye and saying that. When you watch the film, you'll see why she said it. She has nothing to lose. She's reached a point where they have lost everything and they are fighting corruption, and the corrupt side is getting more and more powerful because they are being silenced, and the whole ecosystem is against her, and it seems like there's going to be no hope. So she's, you know, then when you have no hope, sometimes you become so brave and so daring. So yeah, so that's the scene. I don't stand for terrorism in any form, even if it's terrorizing, like if somebody in school is bullying somebody else, from that level I don't stand with. If somebody is beating a dog on the road, I don't stand with the person. I always will take the side of the oppressed, not the oppressor, whichever religion, caste, sect of person, your financial status, your whichever species you belong to on earth, I will stand with the one who's oppressed. So that's the stand I take always. Of course I see a change. You just telling me you're writing an article about and putting me in a thing where you're talking about lady superstars, that's such a cool change, and thank you for including me in that. And I hope that again, like I said, numbers and box office and all is something I always decided that I won't get into it because it affects performance, and for me that like Gaddari kaam ke saath na, I don't feel right. I feel that your full focus, main focus should be on your role and how you're going to perform it, and be as truthful to that. When you start doing these other things, I feel kahin na kahin, for me at least, it might be different for others, that you know, a sort of khotapan will come into other things. I want to keep that as real as possible, but I hope you enjoy my performance, and I hope you enjoy Bastar, and waiting for you to watch it. Just one reason, I think if you have love for your country, it's definitely a film you will enjoy, and yeah, that's just it. You just need that one reason.